Hello, good day viewers. In this video, let's learn how to solve these nice radical equations using the laws of indices and so on. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so as to support my channel growth, and also remember to subscribe to my channel. Also share this video if you find it so interesting with friends and colleagues. Now let's look at how we can use simple laws of indices and log grouping in solving this equation. But before we start, I want you to look at two things. That if I have 27 can be equal to 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, right? Good, and that is perfect. So I will be able to simplify 27 into 3, 3, and 3. So this is going to give me the square root of 3 multiplied by the square root of 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, and all of these will be equal to the square root of 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, and all to the power of the square root of 3. And this is going to give us a value which we are trying to evaluate. Now if you notice the expression given to us, the base of the numerator is the power of the denominator, and the base of the denominator is the power of the numerator. So how can we simplify this? So having done this, I want you to note something, that I can break off this square root, and that square root can give me the square root of 3 multiplied by the square root of 3 multiplied by the square root of 3, right? And if you use the laws of sword, if this multiplies this, we are going to have this to become 3 multiplied by the square root of 3. So that means that expression can give us 3 to the square root of 3. Now let's implement it into the expression. If we implement it, we are going to have that expression to now give us the square root of 3, right, to the power of 3 root 3, right? And the denominator will now be equal to this expression divided by 3 to the power of 3 root 3, right? And this will be to the power of the square root of 3, right? Good. That is exactly what that numerator is going to give us. Now let's expand this expression. Now before we expand, I want you to recall a law of indices. From that law of indices, if I have x multiplying y and both are squared, I can expand this to give me x to the power of 2 multiplied by y to the power of 2, right? So I can apply this to this expression. If I apply that to that expression, that whole expression will now give me the square root of 3 to the power of 3 root 3, right? And all of these will be divided by that expression will now be what? 3 to the power of root 3, right? Multiplied by root 3 to the power of root 3. And this expression will give me a value. Good. Now at this point, I want to isolate this expression. If I isolate this expression, you'll come to see that this expression can now give me 1 divided by 3 root 3, right, multiplied by root 3 to the power of 3 root 3 divided by root 3 to the power of root 3. I haven't changed anything. I've only simplified that expression. Now, having simplified that expression, you come to notice one common term. And the common term is this expression. So I'm going to use the certain law of indices. Remember, if I have a to the power of x divided by a to the power of y, right? Both of them can give me the value of ax minus y, right? That is the law of indices. Now come to apply that to this expression. If we apply that to that expression will now give me, since they have the same power root 3, I'll have that expression to now give me 1 divided by 3 root 3 multiplied by, what do I have there? Root 3, right, which is a common term, will be up to the power of 3 root 3 minus root what? Root 3. And this will give me the expression I'm looking for. Good. Now from this point, I want us to do something. We are going to simplify the other side of the expression. 1 divided by 3 to the power of root 3 multiplied by root 3 to the power of root 3 is common, right? So I will bring out root 3. Root 3 times divided by root 3 root 3 divided by root 3 will give us 3 minus 3 root 3 divided by root 3. Root 3 divided by root 3 will give us 1. So that expression is simply going to give me 1 divided by 3 root 3, right, multiplied by root 3 to the power of root 3 multiplied by 2. So what would that expression give me? That expression will give me 1 divided by 3 root 3 multiplied by root 3 to the power of 2 root what? 2 root 3. So from that expression, I can still apply a law of indices. And what is that law of indices? Remember, in the law of indices, if I have ax multiplied by y, this can be equal to ax multiplied by the power y, right? So if we apply that expression here, we're going to have this expression to now give us 1 divided by 3 root 3 multiplied by root 3 square all to the power of root what? Root 3. Now according to the law of indices, if you have the value square root of a square, the square will only clear the square root and then this will be left with a. So if I apply that here, I have this to be 1 divided by 3 root 3 multiplied by, this is going to clear this and I will be left with 3 root what? Root 3. So what do you notice? You notice that the value here is same as value here. So if I have the expression 1 divided by x multiplied by x, this will simply give me x clearing x. That will give me 1. So if this clears this, my expression, my solution will just be equal to 1. So what does that tell us? 1 is the solution to that mathematical or radical expression given to us up there. So you see, very easy. Using the laws of indices, we can be able to simplify this with little experience in SWOT to get a solution. And the solution is simply just 1. I know you did enjoy watching this math solution. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more simplified maths content. Remember to also join our membership group for exclusive perks for specially for members. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye for now.